Married with Channels podcast. Hey, what's going on? I'm Moose.
I'm Jody.
And I'm Moose.
And I'm Jody.
And we're doing a podcast about TV shows and sometimes movies.
Yeah.
And let's jump right into 9 Perfect Strangers, the show about 9 strangers at a wellness center / spa. And stuff happens. They get all dosed and psychotropic and discover things.
Tripping.
And who knew psychedelics would be so awesome?
You know, there actually are, there are some scientific studies on that, you know, as a therapeutic thing.
Yeah.
So.
No, this is not anything that's too out of left field. It's, you know, there's some science there. But this was interesting, this show. It's all done. We watched the final episode.
Yeah, so spoilers if you haven't.
Yeah. Let's just start with, what did you think overall of 9 Perfect Strangers as a show, as a limited series?
So now that it's kind of wrapped up, I thought there were a lot of like unnecessary subplots that I'm not sure why they were there, I guess. I mean, they kind of wrapped things up, but I guess I thought one of the guests was going to be murdered. I don't know. For some reason, I had it in my head that someone's going to die. I don't know who, but someone here is going to die. So. Well,
I did too, actually.
Yeah.
And I think a show like this, it almost begins with the title. You know, you hear 9 Perfect. It's the strangers on a train type of curse, you know?
Sure.
You hear a movie about a bunch of strangers forced together, or TV show, drama.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to die.
I don't
Something's
know.
going to happen. Like when Delilah was driving to the police, I was waiting for her to come over a hill and then a semi plows into her and kills her.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that did not happen.
No.
So basically it ended with people it ended on a good note, right? For the most part. I mean, Yao and Delilah are working for Peace Corps.
Yeah.
Masha apparently sold the business, the Tranquillum, to Ben and Jessica,
who have no training whatsoever in helping people or healing people. I'm like, all of a sudden you can just run a wellness center. Okay.
Well, I mean, they have firsthand experience.
Still.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can debate that.
Yeah.
But Francis and Tony?
Francis and Tony.
They kind of become a thing.
A couple.
A couple. He's reunited with his daughters. And who am I missing?
Lars writes an article for the New Yorker on Masha and gets back together with his ex and has a baby.
I missed I saw the picture of her on the cover of the magazine. I didn't see his name. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all ended well. And it was, I thought it was a good enough show. It didn't really move me. I thought this was like the poor man's version of White Lotus a little bit.
I don't even know about that, really.
It's just in the sense of like they're trying to get into character studies and, you know, people reacting to awkward situations and stuff like that. But, I liked it. I didn't love it.
I didn't love it. I liked it. It was okay. I'm not super thrilled with the ending. Like, Masha did everything wrong there and still kind of got away with it. And then, like, Carmel is gonna be a life coach for people now. Like,
yeah,
you go from attempted murder to, a self-help person, guru. I'm not sure what her title is. A life coach? I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Carmel is really good at makeup.
Yeah.
She looked like a dude when she popped the cap in Masha's ass.
Totally.
I think it was good. I like the way it ended because I think the vibe we were getting is that Masha would end up being bad. And
but she was bad, though.
I don't think she was. I think it ended that she did everything she did was right and it worked.
But everything she did was just for herself.
Was it though?
Yeah. It was under the guise of helping others, but it had an end result of getting her what she wanted, which was to
reunite with her daughter,
hallucinate and see her dead child. Yes.
So, okay, I guess you can make it a little bit of a heel there.
Yeah, it's kind of self-serving.
But yes, but it worked out good for everybody else too.
I know,
it's
but
not like everybody's just kind of left holding the cinders.
No, but those people did that themselves. They worked through their stuff. They got through their stuff themselves with a little help of maybe some mushrooms or something. But
they couldn't have done it without Masha and the Tranquillum. Like they didn't do that themselves. If they were in a nice little country resort and there was no psychotropics, there was no healing this, meditation that, you wouldn't have the same outcome. I don't think so.
I don't know. I disagree. I don't really think she did a whole lot for them other than provided the drugs.
Well, that's something.
I mean,
and of course it had its, heartfelt moments. Boy, that when they met with Zach for the last time, I saw you shedding a couple tears.
Yes, that was so sad.
I got a little wispy when she, we'll say, reunited with her dead daughter.
You did Masha, then too? Yeah.
Not a lot, but a little bit. But
I was already kind of like, oh, I hope the cops come. By that time, like, okay, that's great. Now send in the cavalry to save these people. Because I, as was intended, as the viewer, really did think there was a fire and all these people were going to die.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that was the moment, and we'll play the clip actually, where I think you definitively knew that Masha wasn't bad. I don't know. But I think the series was leading to Masha's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then when she's walking up the stairs while they're locked in the isolation room, whatever you want to call it, and then she tells Glory, light the fire.
Yes.
Then you're like, oh yeah, confirmed. She's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But then Yao comes and opens the doors.
No, there's no fire. There's no fire.
We could feel it. We smelt it.
Yeah. We simulated the fire. It's a therapy we employ to give you the visceral experience of near death.
It felt so real.
This room has been designed and built to make it feel as real as possible. When you feel this close to death, it breaks down barriers, makes you feel vulnerable, allows you to connect with what matters most. Look, I know this is insane and crazy and deeply unpleasant, but it works.
Fuck you, Yao.
Fuck you, Yao.
I love that.
That should be a t-shirt.
That was such great delivery. It's such an appropriate line there. That was good. So good stuff. But
Miss McCarthy's good.
Everybody, you kind of got a view of what people's futures look like after they left there. But did you see the Marconi's future, or was it just them driving away?
Shit.
Right? I don't recall seeing them in that kind of.
I think we kind of were left before they did the, we'll say, montage.
Yeah.
Of how everybody is now.
Yeah.
I think once they've accepted the passing of Zach.
Yeah.
And allowed him to go.
Sure.
I think that told the viewer, like, okay, they're good.
They're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to see them at home flipping eggs. You want the hash browns, honey? I don't like hash,
Yeah. It was interesting, the contrast of the car ride there versus the car ride leaving. They were kind of listening. I don't know if they were listening to music or it was just playing.
So they did show them. They just show them in the car.
Yeah. But you remember how I said in the beginning, like Napoleon, like he just was filling the silence with this horrible positivity where you're like, God, shut up. You're annoying. You're annoyingly positive all the time. Like, and he seemed more content, and they were all kind of different,
Yeah.
So.
You almost don't trust somebody who always feels like they have to fill the gaps.
Yeah.
But 9 Perfect Strangers, like we said,
it
was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Not anything really, oh, you have to watch this.
Right.
Type of show, but.
So, one other thing, though, that just kind of bothered me about it, also in that montage of everyone has a happy ending, like Masha just stole a Lamborghini. from Ben.
I was thinking about that, and I think, because he won the lottery.
Yeah.
I think Ben and Jessica,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they bought Tranquillum.
Sure.
And part of the deal, she gets a Lamborghini. That's how I reasoned it.
Okay.
I don't think she stole it. I think it's like, because he didn't even say at one point he doesn't even like the Lamborghini.
Yeah. He didn't want all the stuff anymore.
I think he just either gave it to her or threw it into the deal.
Okay.
All right. 9 Perfect Strangers. All 8 episodes are there. If you want to check them out, go do it. You definitely want to check out the Honey plugin. What is that? Well, you need to go to joinhoney.com/married. They sponsor this podcast, people. And if you download that thing through the website I just mentioned, joinhoney.com/married, you get it installs in your browser, works with any browser, and you get some big, fat, juicy discounts. Like, do you see these gaming headsets I found?
I'm not exactly in the market for gaming headsets, but I gather that you are.
I'm not, because I have a thing that works fine.
Yeah.
But if I didn't, I'd be buying these. They're Beyerdynamics, which those are the headphones I use upstairs.
That means nothing to me.
They're just a great German quality audio company.
Nice.
And they have a gaming headset. So
sweet.
Not only that, by the way, these are built like tanks. These things. Not only
kid-proof.
that. Yeah, exactly. Kid-proof. And this deal with the Honey plugin is $200 off.
What?
Retail's $320. They got it listed for $150.
Sweet.
About a couple $100, right?
That's nice.
That's really nice. That's,
save some money.
48% off.
Holy cow.
Yeah, just get the Honey plugin. I mean, like, millions of people are taking advantage of this plugin to get the 30,000 stores online that support Honey, getting the big fat discounts. Not just the headphones, but you got housewares, you got boxes of paper. Planners. Jody got all excited when she saw some Honey discounts there.
Calendar, planners, office copy paper. I know. I'm so nerdy.
Do you want to take a minute?
Maybe.
Go to joinhoney.com/married and join the millions of people saving the big fat billions of dollars. All said and done. 30,000 stores online. Joinhoney.com/married. Get your $2 billion in savings, people. Only Murders in the Building. The second to last episode, I believe. Yeah, episode 7. As we're recording, the last episode dropped, so timing, it's everything.
Yes.
This is the Boy from 6B episode. Interesting episode because it's primarily from the point of view of, I can't remember Nathan Lane's character's name, but his son, who is deaf. So a lot of this episode is quiet.
Yes.
It was a little gimmicky, especially when Steve Martin and what's her name were having their date. There was literally no words exchanged.
Yeah,
and
they were playing Scrabble.
Yeah, they were playing Scrabble. That part was kind of funny.
That was kind of funny.
But when she comes to the door, I mean, when you're on a date, especially first or second date, you're talking, right? There's no moments of silence.
I mean, I would hope so.
It's been so long.
I know. But if you were on a date and no one was talking, I would think it wouldn't be going very well.
Right.
Unless you are both just quiet people, I guess.
Yeah. So this is a good episode. We found out, spoiler alert, that the son,
Theo,
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like in a fit of rage, not rage, but it was an accident, right? When the girl fell off the building, it wasn't like he grabbed her and threw her.
No, but I'm like, how does that happen accidentally? I don't know. It just didn't look right to me. They did it fine, but it just didn't look right. Like, that wouldn't really happen. Come on, really? That would really happen like that? I don't know.
But she fell dead. We found out that he's kind of responsible for her dying back in the day, and the Oscar kid goes to jail for it. But, and it's kind of painting the picture that Theo and his dad, Teddy are the guilty parties here. We don't know who shot Tim Kono in the head, but I guess the feeling is because Tim Kono witnessed the girl, Zoe, go off the ledge because of Theo.
Yeah, he witnessed her fighting with Theo.
Right.
And Teddy convinced him to lie and say otherwise.
Right.
Yeah.
So it remains to be seen who actually killed Tim Kono.
I'm going to say it was Teddy, Nathan Lane's character.
They're kind of painting it that way, aren't they?
Yeah, because Theo didn't mean to kill Zoe, and, you know, he's been carrying around that guilt, and you kind of see Teddy, you know, kind of fawn over his distraught son after it happens. You know, he's like, I just need to know what it is. Is it really bad? You know, something like that. He signs to him, and that leads me to like, okay, well, Daddy's going to take care of it. Daddy and his money are going to take care of it and bury it for you.
I want to throw something out there.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if we find out that Oliver Putnam was the killer.
Really?
And I only say that because they've done a little bit of legwork in showing us that Martin Short's character is financially strapped.
Mm.
Now, maybe that's a red herring. Maybe that's a little bit of a smoke and mirrors
Maybe.
shell game.
You know what I thought? I thought maybe, I don't know her character's name, but Amy Ryan, the date of
Jan
is her name.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she was somehow intertwined with Teddy and Theo somehow. Like, I don't know how, but it's like she's there for a reason, and I don't know if it's just distraction or character stuff, but I've kind of felt like, okay, maybe she has something to do with it. So
the only way I could see Teddy Demas, Nathan Lane's character, being the killer of Kono is if it was like he did it to protect his son. Like Kono was going to go to the cops. He was weighing on his conscience and to protect his son. And I pictured Nathan Lane doing this kind of tear-filled monologue in handcuffs, like, I did it for you, Theo. And, you know, he's trying to sign anyway with the handcuffs. But I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, Teddy's character is not that great. I mean, we find out in this episode that they're grave robbers. Like, that's where the jewelry came from. They're robbing dead people.
And there's so much stacked in favor of Teddy and Theo being responsible for Kono's death, but watch it turns out that Kono actually did kill himself.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We got, I think, one episode left.
Oof. I'm going with Amy Ryan.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jan.
But
Jan is my character.
Yeah, is there, I mean, that's a good guess, I guess. Guess. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of leaning towards Oliver Putnam or I don't know. I don't know.
All right. We shall find out.
Maybe Mabel. All right. So, yeah, still a good show. Only Murders in the Building. Check it out. The Boy from 6B. We'll have the last episode this time by the time you hear this next week. That come out right? Next episode, we'll talk about the last one. Okay. Moving on. Finally.
Yes.
I'm guessing this will be a quick one. Apple TV Plus debuted about a week ago. The highly, pumped, promoted Foundation.
Yeah.
Show based on the book by Isaac Asimov.
Sure.
This is like Game of Thrones budget, I heard.
Really? Well,
yeah,
I don't doubt that.
There's a lot of money involved with this show.
Well, visually, I can tell.
Spectacular.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
Amazing. Yeah. Shall we get into the rest of it?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me how much you hate it?
I don't hate it. I just couldn't get into it. It just didn't do anything for me. Yeah. I mean, I love Jared Harris. I think he was pretty okay.
I interviewed him.
I liked the main kind of character, the
Gail?
math whiz. Yeah. Is that how you say that? Gail Dornick.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her, but her acting sometimes was a little off-putting. And then where they were going with her story, like she almost like instantly has a crush on the first person who's nice to her. And I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought the guy that she initially was like, oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
Like he's Jared Harris's, I think, adopted son, and
Yeah.
the way he talked was weird. It just sounded like very much like this,
Mm.
very stilted and very enunciating. And
Sure.
that's a nitpicky thing, but maybe it's because I, do the voice stuff. But
I couldn't really figure out what was happening. And I get it. It's only one episode, but it was very confusing about, I don't know if they're like royalty or like the rulers of this place. I don't know.
yeah, they are.
Okay. Yeah.
They're like I look at them, the brother day, dawn, and dusk.
Yeah.
They're like the Queen of England for this world.
Sure.
That galaxy.
Okay.
I think because I think they rule over the galaxy.
But they're the same person at different ages.
Yeah, they're clones.
Yes. Okay.
The older guy was like
Yep.
Yeah.
And so this Harry Seldon is like this brilliant mathematician
Mhm.
who,
And they do like sci-fi math.
yes,
There's no like actual math mentioned. It's all
no,
like, have you checked the Quartzius? The
yes.
Quartzius is the most mathematical thing.
And then it's like this big hologram, and is
Yeah.
that supposed to be equations or numbers, or I mean, is the shape itself the math? I was kind of like, I don't know what's happening. I like math and I get really into it, but I didn't know what that was at all.
Not that math.
And so he kind of predicts the end of this civilization
Yeah, like
based on his math.
Yeah, the galaxy based on his math. He's
Yeah.
predicted. Oh, psychohistory? I think is-
Psychohistory, yeah.
So it's
Like
like
nothing to do with math, or
I don't know. Just
Okay.
go with it. It's science fiction.
Sure.
So he is predicting that the galaxy will crumble.
yes,
And it'll take thousands of years to restore it back. But there's things you can do to minimize how bad it's going to be.
yeah,
And the Emperor / Lee Pace's characters are like, no, lock him away. Everything's fine.
yeah. And then
Then they send him off to a planet to go do their math stuff.
yeah, and
essentially
then
like a deserted planet. Yeah.
this girl from another strange planet is also a crazy good math wizard, I guess.
And she's from a planet that's like filled with, it's like the futuristic version of Amish.
Hmm.
Like they don't, they frown on the new, the
Yeah.
science and all that. But she's like this super math nerd.
Okay.
Thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, I did pay attention. I did get some things out of it. I don't know if I can stick it out. It just didn't hold me, I
Mhm.
guess. It just didn't capture my attention very well.
Okay.
But-
I like it.
Yeah.
We've watched one episode. Should
Yeah.
point that out.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious to see where it's going.
Yeah.
To me, it's almost like you could end it now. Okay, they're going to be on the planet. They're going to do the math and figure it out. I thought there's going to be more like a holy shit,
well, didn't like
cliffhanger.
part of their big like tower explode or something?
Oh, so yeah, the thing in the space that has the big long elevator.
Yeah.
Some terrorists exploded it.
Okay.
They're from so those two outer planets.
Yeah.
Delegations came. Remember that? They gave them the gifts and all that, the bow
Okay.
and arrow, and the one gave, I forget what.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So each of those terrorists was from one of those civilizations,
Yes.
we'll call it.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, they decided to, a couple terrorists from each blow up the space station / elevator, and that thing fell and cut through 9 layers of I can't think of the planet's name they're on.
I don't know.
Trenton or Trantor.
Trantor sounds right.
That sounds right, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But I don't know. Then they're on this. So Flash 2, they get sent to this whatever planet, and there's this. Oh, what was the thing in the 2001: A Space Odyssey? You can see the picture here, this floating entity,
Yes.
and it's kind of well, what's that about? Where are we going with that?
I don't know.
And I'm sure anybody listening who's watched Foundation or read Foundation, the book,
Sure.
or books, I'm not familiar, leave a comment as to what's going on. Don't tell me what's happening. Don't tell us what's happening. But maybe what the floating thing is.
After this explanation of this episode, they might need to tell us what's happening.
I know, right? Give us the dummies version.
Sorry, listeners, if that was highly confusing. Don't worry, we're just as confused.
But I like the show. I think it's it's well done. The writing's decent. Obviously, the cinematography, the set pieces, the costumes, the acting's fine.
I just thought the acting was not quite there for me. Visually great. The story is kind of like, okay, maybe I'll see where it goes. But I don't know there was just some bad acting there too, in parts, not all the time. It was just kind of inconsistent for me.
Okay. And I think there's something to say here. I think they're trying to say something about climate change.
Oh, sure.
I don't think that's too of a reach for me to say.
Sure.
It's almost obvious, but I'm kind of interested to see what a futuristic setting has to say about current climate change stuff, especially one that's well done. And it's like, if you don't do this right, it'll just look like a Doctor Who episode from 1975.
It's kind of what it felt like for me.
Really? Disagree.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. So Foundation, you going to watch it or no?
I mean, if you are, I'm in, right? We're
in this together.
We have one TV and we sit in the same living room on the same couch. So I'll try it.
With our Z-Baz pants on.
No, I don't wear those.
And our weightlifter shirts that have like the skinny little part down right below the nipples. That's what I wear every night.
Yes.
Get pumped. All right. So we'll keep watching Foundation.
All right. We'll try it.
All right.
Okay.
I think that's going to do it, eh?
Hey.
Eh? You feel good about that one there? We'll wrap it up. Make sure you give us a good review on your podcast provider. That helps. Go to joinhoney.com/married and subscribe and get the Honey browser plugin. Save some money.
Share. Tell your friends.
Yes. Subscribe to our podcast. All this is good stuff. Until next time, my name is Moose.
And I'm Jody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.